Wait, now it's working. Is it working? Oh, yes it is. Okay, we're good. All right, so now we should be good. What is going on, everybody? We've got weeks 3 and 4. Today, what's good, Dick? SGYT, Pokemon, how we doing, gentlemen? I leave for work in like 10 minutes. Well, hopefully we have a pretty exciting first 10 minutes. No shot you can commentate with this VC. Do I want to join? Do I want to join or do I want to steer clear? Should I? Is it a masterpiece in there or is it a mess? Siri, give me a number between -1 and 0.
The answer is 0.
Looks like we're switching over to the orbits. He called me. Oh, whoa. Did he, like, actually say that? Hector said the hard R. Did he, like... oh, Hector said that. I'm being slow. Never mind. There's a part of me that wants to join just to see, like, what the hell is going on, but there's another part of me that's like, yeah, we can have a better stream with, like, not worrying about that. What in the world? Complete your cut day, but... oh, they need to cut 3 players. Okay. I don't know if Bakker's here. If not, then we'll just do who the game would say, because that's who the game would cut anyway. So... he did just trade for JJ, so I assume he doesn't want to cut JJ. So I guess we can just do these 3, and if he really wants... or I guess we can do... so we can do some combination of these guys, and if he really wants him back, we can... oh, Echo. If he really wants him back, we can give him back. Did you switch my playbook? Did you want to switch your playbook? I don't remember seeing you in there. I know a lot of people did. Oh, wait, no, I did switch your playbook. You switched it to, I think I did. Did I? You switched it on July 6th. That was Thursday morning. That was the first day we streamed. So then it would still be at Cleveland. Did I do yours? Yes, I did. Everyone's stuff is fully good to go. I switched your tackles. Yes, your tackles are good now, Little Jaw. Can you check? I already did check your depth chart. I did that already. The crit is about to go crazy. Is yours Raiders? Yours is yes, because that's the last thing you said it as. Is it still echoing? My backup controller died, so that would make some sense. Is it still echoing? It shouldn't. Okay, I think we're good. I feel like we gotta go with the all whites for us. How do I feel about Apple calling Hector the hard R? I feel like that didn't happen. Is it the color rush? It is a color rush. Okay, perfect. And then for the orbits, there's not really a whole lot of choices here since we're already wearing white. That kind of narrows it down. Yeah, your defense is a 4-3. Your position changes are in. Stephon Diggs is now number 1. Everything is good for you. I switched to Cincy because I thought we were going to be watched, but then I deleted it. Yeah, so as long as you deleted it, like, not within the last 20 minutes, then I probably didn't even know it was in there. It wasn't the hard R, but he did. Did he, like, actually? I can't tell if this is like a joke. I feel like I almost have to go in, even though I don't want to. Hector said he would shoot a kid in Minecraft. That might be the nicest thing Hector's ever said. But nonetheless, we'll start week 3 with the 2-0 Bengals. Ooh, this is primetime. I didn't realize that. Against the 1-1 Orlando Orbits, Matt Corral, the worst quarterback ever. Matt Corral won 3 watched playoff games last year. I would just like to point that out, in case we forgot. We're going to start with the ball. We get to see the offense. So I guess Patrick Surtain's debut is going to have to wait like 5 minutes. What's going on, Giddy? Oh boy, great return, gentlemen. Great start. So here comes the offense, led by number 12, Matty C. Matt Corral, who's played pretty well through 2 games. He hasn't lit the world on fire, but he's been fine. The team's 2-0. We do get to see the number 1 pick, Brandon Fitzgerald. That's right. I don't know which one he is yet, but I am intrigued to see how he does. Great start. Phenomenal. Was that Hunter Long? I don't know whatever white skill position player I have other than Hunter Long. There's something. Is Groves 83 the rookie? I didn't touch his jersey number. That might be the rookie. And he looks like he was coming out of the slot, and I have Groves playing in the slot. I thought he was bigger, though. Oh, that's Dortch! Greg Dortch! What a guy. Another short throw. It seems like we've ran the same play all 3 times. Good throw. Hauled in. And a nice play after the catch as well. Is that number 3? Oh, that's Groves, the rookie. Deshaun Groves out of Eastern Illinois University with a big gain. These white jerseys add so much grit, it's not fair. Has to get rid of it quickly. Incomplete. Nothing for Joe. Wonder what happened the last time we watched the Bengals and watched. I don't think we need to reminisce. Hector said he would be an F slur for Greg. Who's Greg? Doink, 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 doink. We're lucky that wasn't picked off. Are we going to kick? I guess. I mean, what else are we going to do? 56-yarder. It's certainly makeable for Doug Eddert. That looks pretty good. I don't think he made it. Nope. I think he had the distance, though. Yeah, that definitely had the distance. So Mr. Eddert misses the kick, and now we will see the Orlando offense led by Desmond Ridder. And they'll get the first down. Octavius would have made that. Octavius is on the bench, so he can, I don't know, cry until his collarbone is inevitably broken. I don't know who I want to win this. If you're threatened by the Orbits, you should root for us. If you're not threatened by the Orbits, you should probably root for the Orbits. All right, wait, did I word that right? I meant to say, if you're threatened by the Orbits, you should root for us. If you're not threatened by the Orbits, you should root for the Orbits. That's what I meant. A little jet sweep like the old Browns, and just like the Browns of last year, it didn't work. Third and 3. Yeah, great coverage, guys. Phenomenal. Whole lot of grit from Mike Gesicki. No AFC teams yet. He forgot to mention the Portland Snowhawks, who are going to be 4-0. Totally. Are we looking at a run? We are. One broken tackle, and that's it. I think Miles... No, it's Chase Young. Chase Young's 99. He got to keep his number. Garrett had to switch. You forgot the 4-0 London Monarchs. I don't have your pick anymore, so I'm not rooting on your downfall. How'd you not catch that? That's Sertan! Come on, Pat. It's right in your hands. I traded for him to make that play. I gave up 3 ones. At least we got the stop, though. I'll take it. I want my own Trayvon Diggs. Not brick hands. Three ones for a pass breakup. It's just one play. I won't overreact. Did Trayvon Diggs motivate you to get Sertan? He sure did. I wanted my own Trayvon Diggs, although, to be fair, I've been kind of eyeing up the idea of getting a really good corner for a while, because that's the one position where I don't have, like, a really good player. But seeing how Trayvon Diggs almost single-handedly won the Bills the game, obviously they didn't win, but Diggs kept them in it. But seeing that made me realize I should probably get somebody like that. That's the one thing the team is missing. And I would like to think that Patrick Surtain can be that guy. I did give up 3 number ones, so you offered me 3 ones for Diggs, and I immediately said no. Yeah, and if I was you, I would have said no too. Good first down for Mixon. Okay, I'll take it. Good play. What's going on, Bacher? Welcome in. Your guys aren't looking too bad so far. You're up 3-0. The run game has not looked sharp so far. Joe Mixon has only looked adequate to begin the season. I'm in training, or I'd be here for a new job that is all commission. People make 50 to 100K. Get your bag. Good stuff. Got to be rolling in that green. Hector made a trade. Did he now? I wonder if he'll have the money. Who have the really good teams been? Well, Dallas beat the Bengals in the OFL Bowl last year. The Bills are really good. The Texans are really good. The Seahawks are really good. I feel like that's kind of like the big 5 right now. I feel like those are, in some order, the 5 best teams in the league. And I think the 4 of us have started with a combined record of like 9-1. With the 1 loss from Buffalo being against one of those other 4 teams. So I would say those are like the 5 best right now. Corral looks deep. It is caught out of bounds. That was a good play. Just couldn't quite keep the footing. Doug Edder missed one from about 5 yards back. Let's hope he doesn't miss another from 51. And he makes it. All right, good. I forgot the 17-0 Snowhawks. How could I forget? Say we combine those 5 teams together. I think those 5 teams would beat the rest of the league combined. Are there any teams that could use a coaching change in the future? Potentially. I am considering the thought of potentially opening up some positions in the somewhat near future. Final play of the quarter, probably going to be a hold as Ritter goes deep, and it is incomplete. Is it a hold, please? All right, good. And so that'll wrap up the first quarter. 3-3. Not the best of starts, but we're not losing, so could be worse. Good pressure, good coverage, good work. What is the biggest record differential between seasons? I would guess pretty big. We've had some bad teams become good. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I would assume like I mean, for example, last year, the two worst teams in the league were the Chargers and who was the other one? And the Lions. And then they both won their divisions the following year. Albeit their divisions were not good, but I digress. I would guess the biggest differential in wins is probably like 8 to 9 wins. Stop saying that. Stop saying what? If you buy the Madden 24 slander, then get the deluxe digital and buy code. I just had a stroke reading that, respectfully. Oh, GameStop is saying that if you slander, buy the standard edition of Madden 24, you get the digital deluxe. That makes a lot more sense. I read that completely wrong. That's my bad. I think it might have been the Ravens in OFL 22. They're another team who was the worst and then quickly became really good within like 1 year. 3 wins to 13 wins. It's hard to have a bigger win change than 10. Under pressure, Corral is sacked by the number 1 overall pick, Brandon Fitzgerald. And the drive will stall out. Can we, like, block him next time, please? Good kick, though. And so the defense will return. The defense has looked good so far throughout the entirety of the season, today included. Nice hit. Is that, I think that was Jamal Adams. My feared linebacker tandem of Jamal Adams and Derwin James. When I make Aiden Turkey a quarterback, what would I have to do to be 99 out the gate? That's a very good question. Head. That's my answer. Desmond Ritter's 4 for 11. He has been not cooking, although that was a good throw. I'm 13. You know, I probably should have realized I don't think that's a fumble. I probably should have thought before I said that. I take back my answer. Shoot. It appears I've made an oopsies. Yeah, it's definitely not a fumble. What? How? He was down! I mean, it's only like 5 yards, but still, he was very clearly down. Okay, then. Do you think Dan is the most iconic player ever? Probably not. He's up there, but I would still say Smirnov is more iconic. I actually said some crazy stuff about App. I did? I feel like I did, but I don't remember what I said. Apple started it, though. He was talking about, like, chlamydia and stuff. Third and inches? I think he got it. Yeah, he got it. What would I have to do legally to be a 99 out the gate? Yeah, Denmark sat in a shed for 24 hours to start as like a... I feel like he was in the mid-80s. I don't even think he was a 90. So you'd have to do a lot. Has my decision to not take Joe Mixon valid, or has he been good? He hasn't been as good as he was last year, but picking Tony Pollard over him was very bad in hindsight. But it's not like he's as good as he's been last year. Can we please send pressure? I only have 3 90-plus X-Factor defensive linemen. We're going to get lucky with the penalty, the illegal touching. On Aiden Turkey, gobble, gobble. But for the love of God, I traded for Myles Garrett so we could send pressure. Myles Garrett's really good in watch, and obviously he is in sim too. He had 5.5 sacks last week. As Gesicki gets the first down again. Here's Pat. He looks like he was born to play for the Bengals, Pat Surtain. I don't know why. He just does. Aiden Turkey, illegal touching. Who would have guessed? Of all people to get called for illegal touching, it's him. There's the pressure. And good deflection as well. Is that Chidobe Awuzie? And so now it is a 3rd and 12. His dad was a decent athlete. Pat Surtain's, his dad was a pretty decent athlete. Good stop again. We're going to force him to the field goal. Can we, find the end zone, though, please? Simcast. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Have I touched grass today? I have not. No. I've been outside, but I have not touched grass. Big hit. That could have been a fumble. We're lucky it wasn't. So here returns the offense. We haven't had many, super bad plays, but I feel like more is certainly left to be desired. There we go. Good run for Joe Mixon. Great blocking as well. The left side of the offensive line gave him a big hole. Pause. Lick it. Pause. Deep throw is hauled in by Davante Adams to the 13. Good play. Have I ever had a severe storm in my area? We had one 2 days ago. What would I have to do to be a 99, though, that's not head or a shed or in a bed or ride a sled? We can rhyme all day if we want. Hello, De Games. How are we doing today? Book the parade for London. Trying to help our tank. At least De Games is self-aware about it. Corral with a dot for the end zone for Davante Adams, who catches the touchdown. I feel like he let go of the ball a little bit too early. But he did have possession, so that is a touchdown. But he dropped it so quick. Maybe not. That was clearly a catch. Never mind. What if a tornado ransacked through your home and you died? What would I do? That's a great question. I would be dead, so there's nothing I would be able to do. That's my answer. That wouldn't have been a catch in an actual game. Are you sure about that, Chief? Are you sure about that, Jesse James? Bo Nix will get 60 touchdowns and 120% completion percentage. I hope he does. Does anyone know anything about Wingate University? Never heard of it, but congrats on the offer. There's Mr. Turkey, breaks a tackle, and then gets lit up by Jamal Adams. I will Mayon in your ear, De Games. What's a Mayon? Picked off! Trent McDuffie, I think. With the interception, now things are really rolling for the Bengals. Hooday! McDuffie brings it into the red zone. Who needs Chidobe Awuzie and Patrick Surtain anyway when you have Trent McDuffie? Good play. Did you hear that Jerry Jeudy featured in the Biggest Bird song? Look up Jerry Jeudy Big Bird for more information. If we can make it a two-score game, we can put ourselves in a good spot. We don't start with the ball, so I would love to be up by multiple possessions. Dog, what are you doing? There was a receiver wide open up the middle of the field. We could have got like 8 or 9 yards at least. But it's fine. We're lucky we didn't turn it over. There's a good throw. And a first down for JMO. Call time. Good. Good play. Hector is committed to Prison University. Go Tigers. That's risky. We're almost lucky it's incomplete because the clock stops. It wasn't successful, and Octi made a controversial joke when I tried to trade for Trent McDuffie. I also probably gave you a strong answer for you trading for him, with the answer being no. Devontae gets it to the 1. Call time. Okay. We're inches away, but we don't have any timeouts. I don't know what you do here. Do you throw it or do you run it? I think we're going to throw it, especially now that Corral's in shotgun, but 3rd and goal. Good play. They sent the cavalry into the backfield. Corral had another receiver who was even more open, but that works. Jamison Williams with the touchdown. The Bengals are back in business with a couple of touchdowns here after the 2-minute warning. We've got a 17-6 lead, likely going into half. So the Bengals score, they turn the ball over, and they score again. That's a good post-2-minute warning segment. Still not over, though, because the Orbits start with the ball in the 3rd quarter. And I guess they have 2 timeouts now, but... Oh, they are going to try to run a Hail Mary, probably. I respect the ballsiness. Most teams wouldn't do that. I respect that. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Oh, now they are, because Dalvin Cook gets like 9. Desmond Ritter's got a nice arm. We'll see if he can get it there. It's going to be close. Oh, that works too. They had a timeout, so I guess you can afford to do that. And now it's Hail Mary time for the Orbits. No funny business here, guys. No funny business. Nope, nope, no. Oh, we got it there all right. I hate this game so much. I hate this game. Why can it never be easy? Why? That was like so predictable too. Well, I mean, at least we had the lead. Overall, I'm fine with the first half, but like, did Turkey make that catch too? I saw him in the back of the end zone. I don't know if he made the catch or not. First time happening to you? I think so, yeah. And I don't think I've ever done it. It was a white guy. It could have been Gesicki. He's a lot bigger, so it would make sense if it was him. 87. Yeah, that's Mike Gesicki, I think. Because Turkey wears like 14. Can we please get out of this, EA? I don't... Oh, Bears! I'm trying to back out of it. I want to see who caught it. Yeah, it was Mike Gesicki. So the Orbits, with that Hail Mary, are basically back in the game. They're only down by 4. That's a big difference from being down by 11, especially considering they can take the lead. Now, they have not had a true touchdown-scoring drive. The Hail Mary is not a touchdown drive. It was just a big play, which, I mean, it gets them 7 points. I took the Bears' money line. I'm going with the underdogs today. I'm rolling with the Bears. I don't know. I just have a good feeling about them. They're a tough team. They're gritty. Can I do a Bears simulation sometime? That would be a fitting finale for all of OFL. The last game ever is Bears versus Bears. A big play that you couldn't defend. That is absolutely correct. I think it'll be a good game Week 18. Oh, they're a rematch in Week 18. Please stop them. For the love of God. Can we, cover? It's 3rd and 2. Do you think they're going to go 30 yards downfield? I mean, I guess they could, but, it's not 2nd and 2. Under some pressure, but he's wide open. Chidobe got burned by Aiden Turkey. There's so much grit. Last OFL game ever is all of us in real life. I would clamp you up, boy. Line you out a receiver, put me at corner, you're not catching anything. Good hit. That was Sertan who broke it up. I'll run past you. I'm sure you would. You're like a good runner. Broken up again by Sertan. And they will kick, so we'll hold on to the lead. I'm like 7 inches taller than you. I doubt that. You're like 15 years old, bud. And I have bunnies, too. The little job would get face planted. You're 6'2". Well, that's not 7 inches. First of all. Not that you would know anything about 7 inches. Good runner equals black. No, Giddy's actually a good runner. He had the Division II offer. That's what I meant. I promise. Little Jaw would pull a Daniel Jones. He's running to the end zone and then boop! He trips. I'll show you my inches. I don't want to see that. I really don't. Good catch by the rookie, Mr. Groves. Some ASU scout said I had potential, I'm sure. Cardinals really a Gallen, Randy, Garcia, and Sandy. Yup, and they traded it all away within 2 years. That'll never not be funny that they did that. You gotta tank for Puma. What if I have a good quarterback already, though? What if I pick the Vikings? I'll have Kirk Cousins. I don't need to tank for Puma. I have Kirk Cousins. You are a potential liability. Potential? If I make the NFL, I'll buy you a face cam. I have a face cam, buddy. I don't need one. But I appreciate the thought. Think of it. If you got to tank for Puma, he's the best. Yeah, but if I tank for Puma, then all of the new people who watch the series are not going to want to watch if I'm trying to lose. Half of y'all think I'm trying to lose anyway. So if I actually did try to lose, then it'd be bad. I'm not saying I wouldn't lose, especially if I pick a bad team, but I don't want to try to lose. A 144p. I mean, it does the job. I just don't know how to angle it in my new room. Because I'd rather have my face cam face the wall than the window. But I don't really know how I'd be able to do that while looking at the TV. Octi's the type of guy to script a series. I don't know how I could script it. It's a video game. Corral's having himself a nice drive. That pass is broken up, though. Corral's been overall pretty good today. He hasn't been perfect, but especially as the game has gone along, he's looked good. I'm pretty pleased. And so far, we've had some bad quarterback performances and watched this year, and he hasn't turned it over. I would script the mess out of my series. The problem is, that would just take so much more time than just actually playing the games as is. And I'm not good enough at the games to script it anyway. Unless I play on rookie. That maybe I could. I don't purposely suck at defense on 2K. I'm just not good at playing defense. Imagine if I had Chat GPT scripted. You know, I guess a robot could probably figure it out. 20-16 after our field goal. Would have been nice to get a touchdown, but at least we scored. Aiden Turkey is going to be the best player of your Madden 24 series. Is he now? I mean, he's got a... That would imply he's better than Puma Whitlock, which is easier said than done, but I suppose it's possible. What if Puma just ends up sucking in the NFL? It's possible. What if I just made him a 65 overall? I hype him up for months and months just for him to be awful. Cowboys-Eagles is going to be 56-53. If it is exactly 56-53, I will make Bo Nix a 99 overall. There's Surtain! Let's go! Take it all the way! PS2 to the 1! That's why I traded for him! Patrick Surtain with his first interception as a Bengal. I wish he had X Factor so he could get into zone. When corners are in the zone in this game, they are nasty. Can I bench Ritter? No, because I can only switch depth charts for one team in-game. You can bench him after the game, though, if you want. That's fine. Punch it in. Nope, not on first down. It might be orb over. I mean, it's not over, but we're certainly in the driver's seat. I'm really impressed with the defense. Despite the fact that there's been no pass rush, our secondary has been unbelievable. As Joe Mixon will score. And Simi's fine, so then we can keep him in Sim. But I don't do depth chart changes in-game because I can only switch one team. In this game, that one team is you. So physically, I could do it. But I can't physically change our depth chart. Like, if I wanted to bench Corral, I don't know why I would. But hypothetically, if I wanted to. ChatGPT refuses to advocate for tanking. ChatGPT's not a Sam Hinkie fan? Aw, man. ChatGPT doesn't like the process. That makes me sad. It's already jet over. It's gobble over. No, not gobble over. It's a good play for Mr. Cook. I thought you could switch teams in Madden. I don't think so, because I'm usering both teams, but I don't think you really can anyway. Mid-game? I don't think so. Just got off work. Can't wait to watch the Eagles and Cowboys. Oh, wait. Yeah, your game ended up finishing in second. Flag. That was a late flag. That might be a face mask. Please be old. Alright, good. You can in controller settings. I could have sworn you couldn't. Well, regardless, since I don't think I can here because because both teams have users. Even if I didn't have the second controller, since both teams are users, I don't think I could. Maybe if one of them was CPU, I maybe could. But since they're both users, I don't think so. I could be wrong. Can we simcast our game? I guess so. Since it almost won. I mean, that's an extra, what, like 2 minutes? I guess so. Why is your team the only one who's been penalized? We've had some penalties. You've had more. But we've had, I think, a couple. Third and 9. A stop here would be big. Ritter off his back foot. Incomplete. Another play from Patrick Surtain. Other than the dropped interception, he has had a very good Bengal debut. I'm pleased. 3 first-round picks well spent. Good punt, though. Wow, what a punt! Down at the 8. But still a good quarter. Nonetheless, the Bengals are up 27-16. How was that PI? That was clean coverage. Here, I'll look back in the stream. Let's see. Ritter off his back foot. That looks pretty clean to me. And it's intercepted. Not exactly the start to the fourth quarter we hoped for. And it's a pick six for John Johnson III. Pick six incoming. That's some foreshadowing. We can never make it easy, damn it. Never. And now the Orbits get to go for two. And they're going to get it. Jeez. Can we, ever have an easy finish, please? He did his best Malik Willis impression. Yes, he did. That's so funny. The Orbits had a Hail Mary and a pick six today. When am I going to start a Patriot series? I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe if they do well enough in this vote. We'll see. Where do you keep your rats? They are unfortunately upstairs because I don't have enough space in my room, which makes me sad. All right, offense, let's try this again. Good start. Devontae had the one really nice catch, but he's been overall, kind of quiet. He's got to have, 70 or 80 yards, but... Did I move yet? I did. 2-story house. Actually, it's 3. Get it right. But it's like a townhouse, so it's not like a mansion. We're not rolling in money here. Houston versus Houston looks fire on the bottom thing. I forgot they do play each other this week. Playoff rematch. That was a good game. But I'm 17. I'm not 17. Where'd you get that from, bud? And I also don't own the house. I don't have that type of money. I mean, I wish. Corral, downfield, incomplete. Yeah, no, there shouldn't be a flag. That's the right call. I almost said PI, but... No, that was clean. Corral, good throw! We will likely have it in the red zone. Isaiah Likely brings it to the 6. But I'm only 12. Actually, I'm 7. I started making videos when I was 1. I started recording when I was in the womb. Good deflection, good play. 8. 7, 8, same thing. Mixon gets it to the 1. If we are still on the 1 on 4th down, we better go for it. Get an OFL house. It would be a shed. I don't have the type of money to buy a house. YouTube does not pay me like that. Corral, run in. Okay. Please don't get sacked. Good. That's fine. Please go for it. Please don't be wusses. Good! Good. Good. This is the right call. Grow a pair of balls and go for it. I like it. But just don't run halfback tosses. Why do we run a toss? They never work in this game. We had a 3rd and goal at the 1. You could have QB sneaked it twice. Or something like that. I think that was the right call still. But we're just going to keep these guys in the game. Bro just pulled a Madden... No, the Madden 21 Colts thing was 10 times worse. Both our team and the Madden 21 Colts had Eddie Small on their roster, though. OFL shed would be hot. It would be hot because there probably wouldn't be air conditioning. It'd be boiling. 3rd and 5. Stop him. Sack him. Sack him, Josh. That works, too. Good play. Right game decision, wrong play call. Exactly. Halfback tosses don't work in this game, but I like that we went for it. What happened in Madden 20 with the Colts? I don't even remember who was the Colts in Madden 20. In Madden 21... they had a playoff game, and I think it was a scenario of it was overtime. They were playing the Cougars, and all the Colts needed was a field goal to win the game, and it was a 4th down. They had it inside the 10, I think, and they went for it, and they missed it, and they lost the game, and the Cougars wound up winning the championship. What state is the shed in? Well, it's Denmark's shed, so it'd be here. Madden 20, we didn't do reload. The first year of reload was 21. Madden 20 was the buckshot year when I won all the championships because I'm him. Third and 10, corral, incomplete. I do trust our defense to win this game, though, but I feel like the offense hasn't been bad. Like, Corral has not had, like, a bad game. But I don't know. I feel like things have just not really clicked for the offense, even though they've done fine. He said it's boiling in the shed, just rob an AC unit. We'll have Denmark do that. I feel like he'd be good at that. Madden 20 was the last time Octi was him. In Madden 21, I made the championship twice. I won a championship, so I got a ring. Last year, I consistently made the playoffs. This year, I've been the 2 seed every year. I have 3 playoff wins and made it to an OFL bowl. So, get on my level. I have an AC unit. Okay, never mind. We're good. The shed's good. Good defense, Chidobe. It will be boiling in the shed because I'm there. Why is that? Good tackle for loss in the backfield by Uchenna Nwosu. Bro's literally the 90 Bills. The Bills lost 4 straight championships. I've lost 2. I'm 4-2. The 90s Bulls would be more accurate. Even though it wouldn't be accurate, but it'd be more correct. Third and 12. Ritter's got time. Under a little bit of pressure now. Goes downfield, and it's broken up. Big hit from Patrick Surtain the second. In OFL 23, you are not. Well, I'm not the Bulls. Obviously. I mean, it's been 3 years. In OFL 23, I'm like the real Bengals. I'm always really good, but I haven't quite gotten over the hump yet. All right, let's win this game, guys. Finish them off. What if the Snowhawks get the 1 seed? Then I will streak live on camera. How about that? Should I coach? I don't see why not. Why are we taking shots downfield? PI, let's go! I don't know why we made that call, but shoot, it works. Okay, I'll take it. Marlon Humphrey. I forgot they had Marlon Humphrey. Down to the 19. You said there's a big 5 in OFL 23. Have there ever been big... In OFL 20, it was us in New England. Mainly us, because we beat them 3 times in the championship. Look at Devontae go! Down to the 1. How's that PI? Because he blocked my receiver from catching the ball? By standing in front of him and not letting him move? That's a PI. The Steelers coach left. Did he now? Let me see. Stop paying off the refs. I'm not that they would call that in any other OFL game. They always call PIs like that. So I don't know why you think it's new. Mixon breaks a tackle, breaks another. He's in for a score. Good run. And the Bengals are up by 2 scores with under 2 minutes to go. So do I get the steal? No, because he didn't leave, and we have multiple other people on the wait list. Actually, no, you're second. If we were to open up a job, Smirnov would get first dibs, then you would get second, and then if Apple wants a team, he gets third. Can I see all the available teams or no one? No one's available at the moment. Although that may change. But you would have to join the wait list, which you would be third. Smirnov is 1, Giddy is 2, and then Apple would be 3. Mixon's like a 94. He has high trucking and break tackle ratings. He can do that. Just open up the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers would be one on the hot seat. I would try to figure out if there's any more that we want to open up. But it could work. GG. The game's not over yet. I'm not ready to hand it over yet. Our chances look very good though, but I don't want to jump the gun yet. Hail Mary time. Low-key, they should do that. Good hit. Jalen Petrie. They obviously have to go for it. Colts did stuff this offseason, or at least in my DMs, so he did do something. There's 2 minutes. Yeah, but Hail Marys have a high probability of working. That's the point. Not so much that, like, they should, if it was real life, but they work in this game. So they might as well. What do you have to lose? You're down by 10. And clock is going to continue to run. Tick, 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 tick. Can we simcast? There's like a minute left. It's practically over. If we get the ball back, then we can simcast. Good defense. He fantasy drafts 60 players that no one can touch. Well, if he doesn't want to trade them, that's one thing. If he doesn't, like, respond to the DM, then that's another thing. Then that's understandable. But if he doesn't want to trade them, he doesn't want to trade them. As it's intercepted again on 4th down, Patrick Surtain, the second, with his second interception. And that will do it. The Bengals are 3-0. They beat the Orbits 34-24. Who doesn't love some good old stat padding? I want Surtain to get that X factor. The more interceptions, the better. Overall, a good win. The Orbits made it tough. They had some really big plays to keep him in it. And I feel like we never really did a good job of closing out. But we played well enough to where, you know, we were able to win. So, GG, gentlemen. Corral was fine. He wasn't bad. But he wasn't, like, good. He was just, nah. Desmond Ridder was not very good. Our defense did a phenomenal job of stopping him. And our pass rush wasn't even that good. It was the secondary who was great. Wow, he had 7 for 106. I didn't realize he had that good of the game. JMO's hurt. Why? God, why? At least I have Greg Dortch. Yeah, we had 0 sacks. But the secondary came to play. Interceptions for Surtain and McDuffie. Obviously, Johnson at the pick 6. What is the deal with JMO, though? Are we running Tampa Bay, Kansas City? Yes, you are. You have your correct playbook in there. JMO's good. Yay. Okay, we can sim. Are we watching Geagles? I think the Geagles is winning. I think. I'm pretty sure. All right, on to week 4. The Panthers beat the Geagles. This is good for the team who is Mexico's draft pick. Hee hee hee. Hector was fine. Billy Gabriel was also fine. I feel like this was Gabriel's worst game, yet they won. Okay. Jacob Cowing had himself a great game for Mexico, despite losing. New England is 3-0. They haven't exactly played anyone great, but 3-0 is 3-0. They beat the Broncos 24-14. Josh Allen was solid. Trey Lance was not. The Raiders lose to the Commies. 35-30. Why would I give you Myles Garrett back? I'm not stupid. Stetson Bennett and Mac Jones were both fine. Najee Harris scores 3 times. Actually, 4. He had one in the air as well. Why is Stetson Bennett good? That's a good question. Another good question is, why did the Rams win? The one time I would want Baltimore to win. I hate it here. Dak wasn't even good, but he was better than Justin Fields, who was worse. How is Madden going to give me the Texans and Knots the first 2 weeks, but the Patriots that easy schedule? Well, I mean, you don't really get to pick the teams you play. Madden just picks the order. And does the order really matter? You're still going to play everyone on your schedule. The Ravens are 0-3. They have played 2 good teams, though. But losing to the Rams is concerning. The Seahawks are 3-0. They beat the Niners 45-24. Patrick Mahomes was very good. Justin Pope was solid as well. Amari Cooper was very good. 2 scores for cut loose, footloose. Lenny allowed 2 sacks to Trey Hendrickson. The Snowhawks' undefeated reign of terror comes to a close. They lose to the imploding Chargers. Ignore. Fake news. Stop the count. Kevin Shasha saw his entire team get traded, and he's like, I'm going to throw 5 touchdowns. Raheem Axton, welcome to the Chargers. Big game for him. I feel like the Chargers could still win their division because their division's so bad, and they're still like an 82 overall, even though their highest rated player is like Noah Fant. The Monarchs are 3-0. Good thing I traded that pick away. What is going on in London? They beat the Steamers 35-17. Are the Monarchs legitimately good? Bo Nix is balling. What playbook does the games run? That's what I want to know. The Steamers are now 0-3, so the Steamers and the Ravens both suck. Looks like it'll be an easy division title for us. Steelers are 1-2. They lose to the Vikings. The moment I trade Devontae, I just go balling. That trade, I guess, has worked out pretty well for both of us. Hayden Callaway had probably the best game of his career, even though he lost. Big game for the biggest bird. Google Jerry Jeudy Big Bird for more information. Not as big of the game as Sky Moore, though. He went off. The Texans are 3-0. They beat the Oilers 24-17. Isaiah Thomas and Lamar Jackson were both impressive. Sean Tucker, 4.4 yards for number 44. Hashtag pleased. Zach Lawler continues to get off to a great start to his pro career. Quinnen Williams, 2.5 sacks, 1.5 for Rashawn Gary. The Titans are 3-0. They beat the Colts only by 3. Justin Herbert did not play well, despite winning. The Vikings, we saw them. Bengals, obviously, we saw Houday. Bills beat the Jets 28-12. The Jets are 0-3. Back in the bottom. Jets didn't give up 100 points. Did Xavier get a sack from the mic? I mean, it's possible. Inside linebackers do get sacks in this game. As do they in real life. The Cougars lose to the Dreadnoughts 35-28. Jalen Hurts, he's been the MVP through 3 weeks, and I don't think it's been very close. He's been unreal. Good thing I traded away their pick, too. The Cowboys are 3-0. They beat the Eagles. What am I going to do with YouTube when I go to college? I'm going to try to keep doing it, because I still enjoy it. Joe Burrow, he enjoyed throwing the ball against the Eagles' defense. He throws 5 touchdowns. And so the Eagles' undefeated season comes to a close. My draft pick appreciates it. How about them Cowboys? Yikes! The Desperados get smacked by the Nighthawks, 49-9. OKC wins their first game of the year. Deshaun Watson was pretty good. Kyler Murray was not. The Explorers are 2-1. They beat Detroit. Interesting. Hello, Travis Flight. 4 touchdowns, 80% completion percentage. Sheesh. He had himself a day. That probably is the best game of his career. Didn't Travis Flight have a really good game earlier? Not week 1, although he was fine week 1. And then week 2, he was fine. Niners lost. Eagles. We saw that. They lost. Jets lost. Lions lost. Monarchs won. Nighthawks won. Oilers lost. And that'll bring us back to the orbits. I told you, yeah, I did put DK Metcalf in the slot. He just happened to have a quiet game, but I did make that change for you. Players of the week, Pat Mahomes, Kevin Shasha, Josie Jewell, and Desmond King. Wait, how did Patrick Surtain not get it? He had 2 picks. Desmond King had 12 tackles. That means he probably allowed a lot of catches. Although I guess he plays in the slot, so that makes sense. But still, Pat Surtain got robbed. How many undefeated teams do we have left? Still a lot. Seattle, Titans, Dreadnoughts, Bengals, Pats, Texans, Monarchs, and Cowboys. One of these teams is not like the other. As for the winless teams, Jets, Ravens, Broncos, Colts, Steamers. Man, our division really does stink. All right, week 4. So I think the Bills and Eagles won. Why has Troy been so bad? That's a good question. Oh, no, we have a tie. The Bills and Eagles has 10 votes. And the Texans and Patriots has 10 votes. So, if you want Bills and Eagles, type in, I don't know, Eagles. And if you want Texans and Patriots, type in Sean Tucker. I think I'd rather see Sean Tucker. We saw the Texans and Bills once. We saw the other 2 teams none. Even the Texans are voting for the Eagles. What in the world? Okay, everybody wants the Eagles. All right, Bills and Eagles it is. The Texans and Pats are both 3-0, just saying. But, all right, Bills and Eagles it is. Siri, give me a whole number between 24 and 25.
It has 24.
24. That'd be the Bills. Jay Herbo, revenge game. Wait, are you guys playing the Titans? I guess I probably didn't put the Chargers on because the Chargers aren't good. But if you guys win games, I'll put you on. And yeah, I mean, you won last week, albeit against the Snowhawks, but a win is a win. All right, Jersey time. Who's going to call red first? Catch-ups. All red versus all blue. Bloods and Crips. Do we want Bloods and Crips? The undefeated Snowhawks. Blues with 90s helmets. Got it. What in the world is that? What is this mess? There we go. Okay, now we're good. Alrighty, on to week 4. The Buffalo Bills are 2-1. They lost back in week 1, which we watched, but so far they're undefeated in the sim. They'll face off against the 1-2 Golden Eagles. Who am I supposed to root for? I feel like I have to root for the Bills, because I want the Eagles to lose for my draft pick. Even though I should root for, it's irresponsible for me to root against the Bills, but I guess whoever I root for has no control on the game, so why is it a big deal? The last time we watched the Eagles, they scored 3 points in a playoff game. And nearly won. And today they will start with the ball. We get to look at Hector Estrada, I don't even remember what number, the 5th? The 5th for number 5. And I get to see all of my former children. T. Higgins, Corey Foreman, Kenneth Murray, B.J. Ojolari. The boys are all back together. Brock Bowers as well, how could I forget? My children are all starving in Mexico. This could be the last Eagles watch game this year. You know, it probably could. Because they might not end up being very good. I hope they don't, because I need them to lose. Zeke revenge game. I forgot about that. I mean, is it really a revenge game, though? Why would Zeke feel any remorse from the Bills? He got a max contract. I don't think he should feel any way about the Bills. There's T. Higgins. Fumble! And it's picked up by the Bills. Will it stay a fumble, though? We'll have to see. Good return, too. Wow. By Jalen Catalan. Woo pig. Was he down, though? That's the question. That's a fumble. That is clear as day. T. Higgins did the whole Marcus Smart flop and everything. So here's Trevor Lawrence. Has not gotten off to a great start this year. Mainly because of the Week 1 game against Dallas. And the 2 sim games, he's been fine. With me starting 3-0, do you think I had a shot at the playoffs? Honestly, because the NFC North is so bad, yeah. The Lions look flat. I don't trust the Explorers. Minnesota's mid as hell. So, yeah, sure. Why not? Now that I don't have your pick, I'd like to see Bo Nix in the playoffs. Bo Nix, and who's the running back? Kene Nwangu, I think? Jeez. Maybe that team doesn't have a shot at the playoffs. Third and 8. Trevor's going to take a shot downfield, and it's incomplete. Not quite a water pond. It goes to the 18. And so the Eagles will return. And here's a good start for Zeke. Breaks a tackle. And is wrapped up by Trayvon Diggs. I think this stadium is just cursed. Well, that sounds like a you issue, bud. I don't know what to tell you. You should have made your stadium an actual ketchup bottle like Heinz Field. We might be getting someone. Are you now? Bro is flipping his players in the middle of the game. That's crazy. The blue and red also looks like it's an arena football game. In what way? It looks like more like a color rush game. No players are involved. Then how are you getting someone if you're not getting a player? I'm going for 0-17. Fun. What is Micah Parsons' value? That's a good question. What is his trade value? I'm curious to see this. SGYT's getting head from him. Whoa! Okay, I think we might need to find a new Bills coach in that case. Whoa! Picks. What picks? Unless you don't want to say, then don't. Nice catch. Jamar Chase to the 43. I think that's Jamar. Yeah, that is Jamar. He wears 2 here. I want Jamar. Who doesn't want Jamar? I'll take Jamar for the nice price of the 6th round pick. You can even take Jawan Jennings if you want to replace him. Bills are moving it well. Who is 37? I don't know your jersey numbers, so I can't really help you out there. Good run up the middle for Jonathan Taylor. He brings it to the 14. The Bills are marching forward. Now 2nd and 10. Back to JT. Runs into the defender. Who's 68? Who's an X factor on this defensive line? I thought he traded them all. He traded Hunter, he traded JFM, he traded Garrett, and he traded Quinn Williams. He traded all of his good defensive linemen. Who is... Oh, that's Joe Mama! Joe Mama's not 68, though. But I think that's Joe Mama. I forgot that they just got him. That's right. 3rd and 12. Dot in the end zone for Jamar Chase. He's whittling in the end zone. Who covered him, too? That was terrible coverage. Jamar Chase just, like, zipped by him. And so the Bills will take the lead here right at the end of the first quarter. Good drive. Eagles got Joe Mama. Yes, they did. They traded for him before this stream. I think the Chargers got back, what, like Devon Godshaw in a second? The weird thing about what all the moves the Chargers made is I feel like they got really good value for all of their trades, but I feel like blowing it up with that bad of a division might have not been the move. But he got good value in every deal he made. So I can't really fault him. I guess I'm rooting for a tie. What stadium is this? Is this the hybrid or is this the dome? Or is it like canopy or something and the sun is just like weird? Why are we going short? It's like Stetson Bennett all over again. Bills need to bring back the red helmets in real life. I honestly kind of like the white ones. I don't know why. I feel like regardless of what color it is, it's still a really good helmet. 3rd and 5. Good play by Zeke. Nearly intercepted. How many more seasons in Madden 23? I'm looking at, including this one, probably 3. Watch the Chargers win the division. I would not put it past them. I don't trust the Snowhawks. The Broncos are not good. The Raiders are weird. Oh my goodness, what a play by guess who? Trayvon Diggs. Strikes again. Trayvon Diggs might be the best player in OFL 23 watched. This is like literally Bobby Wagner and Harrison Smith of OFL 20, but instead of fumble forces, it's interceptions. I am ready to have the Trayvon Diggs as like the best watched player in the league dialogue. This guy is unreal. Brock Bowers is on the block. I'll do Isaiah Likely in a second. I'll do that. Bring him back home where he belongs. Nearly a first down. I assume they're going to run it here on 3rd and inches. With me offering DK Metcalf for Micah Parsons be a W or an L? I don't know. That's a good question. Good sack by Bobby Okereke. Got to go full Pat McAfee on him. So the Bills are going to kick. 53-yarder. Very makeable. Looks good. And it is good. So it is now 10-0. Created a player during your live draft. Does that place me as a 3rd rounder? I mean, it doesn't really place you in any specific round. Boomy makes the draft classes, so he can do whatever he wants. Whether he wants to make your player highly projected or lowly projected. He can do as he wishes. Yes, Mr. Rob does coach the Panthers. Did I see the clip of Jeff Passan doing the grid? That was crazy. He did that whole thing in like 20 seconds. Albeit it was a pretty easy grid, but even so, that was really impressive. I am assuming I'm struggling cap-wise. Yes, you are. You are. I think you have negative cap space. I don't know. I don't even know why the Tyron Smith trade worked, because I think you're like under by like 700,000. Being in cap hell doesn't sting as much when your team is really good, but you don't have any money now. I assume you'll have flexibility next year, but right now you got nothing. Did I do the second grid today? I did. Yeah, I did. Can we simcast Texans? I forgot to simcast the Eagles game. Crap. Oh, well. My bad. How about this? If the next Eagles and Cowboys game isn't watched, then I'll simcast it. I don't know if I'm going to remember to do that, but hopefully I do. But I guess we can simcast the Texans game if I remember. Which I didn't remember to do it last week. Look at Zeke go! Hector's kind of feeling himself a little bit now. Not that that was like some crazy throw. It was a screen. But still. It should be watched because it's technically... Well, I mean, it isn't actually on Thanksgiving. Wink, wink. Because Madden hates Nick again. But yeah, assuming both of you guys are good, I would guess that probably gets watched somehow. If FG goes up 17-0, can we simcast? Well, the thing is, the Golden Eagles are probably going to score. So, we'll cross that bridge if they force a turnover, which I wouldn't count on. But they do have Trayvon Diggs, so if any team is going to do it, it would be the Bills. Diggs has done a really good job of tackling today, too. He's had some nice hits on Zeke. Not just a ball hawk. Pitch for Zeke. I think that was Trayvon Diggs again who finished him off. Trayvon Diggs in the first round next Madden. Well, it kind of depends on if corners are going to be as good as they are now, which I don't see why not. If corners make the same impact that they make here, then definitely. But, and we also got to see his rating. I think the ratings come out next week. I mean, I would assume his ratings are pretty similar to what they were at the start of this year. Probably mid to high 80s. I would guess they give him superstar, like 86-ish. 86 superstar at what, like 24 years old? 24, 25? I mean, that's not as bad as using the top 40 pick on DJ Reed, who was picked before Trayvon Diggs, might I add. We mentioned all those great defensive backs drafted before him, or drafted after him, like Surtain, who's on my team now, Derwin James, who's on my team now, Jamal Adams, who's on my team now, Trayvon Diggs. who hopefully will be on my team eventually, but I don't think it'll happen. Prediction for the 99 Club. Mahomes and Kelsey for sure. Aaron Donald. I don't think they're going to give it to Chris Jones, but I feel like they almost should. If they change anything with like the scaling of kicker ratings, Justin Tucker will be a 99. Jettas will be a 99. And that's about it. Maybe they give it to one of the other rushers like Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett, but I'd guess maybe they're 1 or 2 off. TJ Watt as well, I think probably 1 or 2 off. I don't think Trent Williams will be a 99. I think he'll be a little bit lower. So I would guess Mahomes, Kelsey, Jettas, and Aaron Donald. I think that's going to be the 4. No, ratings are out next week. They're not out yet. What if I gave you Surtain and 2 1s? Would Trayvon Diggs be on my team then? I wouldn't do that, but hypothetically here. I'd do Surtain in like a 3rd. Surtain's younger and better. Who says no? That puts me in cap hell. Fair enough. Although Surtain's, he's only making like 10 a year. The Chargers already had to take on the big penalty for him. But I guess if Diggs has a big penalty, then yeah, then you'd be going into cap hell. Good throw. Nice play after the catch as well by Jamar Chase to the 15. Who do I think will meet in the AFC and NFC Championship? I mean, what I think will happen, as in like who I think has the best chance to do it, would be the Chiefs and the Bengals and the Eagles and the Niners. But the thing with that is that's too chalky. That's never how the NFL season goes. There's always things that are unpredictable. In recent years, there's been one obvious team in the Super Bowl and one non-obvious team. I could see that non-obvious team, even though they're in the AFC, and the AFC is really hard. But I would look out for the Dolphins. I think they could be good if Tua stays healthy and plays well. I think it's more likely we see a non-obvious team in the NFC, but I also can't really see anybody making it other than the Eagles, Niners, or Dallas. If it is somebody else, maybe it's us. But I don't see that happening. The last Super Bowl was both 1 seeds. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, before the season, nobody really saw the Eagles making it. My point is, like, there's one surprise team. The year before, the Bengals were coming off a top 5 pick. Nobody saw that coming. Hear me out, Seattle. I would put Seattle, like, in the same level as us, in the sense of, like, I don't see a world where it happens. But if it's not the Eagles, Niners, or Cowboys, then I guess it could be Seattle. Where do I think the Ravens are going? I don't think they're in that top class in the AFC. I'd feel better about them if they were in the NFC, put it that way. My friend said the Eagles would make it before week 1. Well, your friend is a wizard. The Bills are kicking at the 1. I mean, I guess I don't hate it. Make it a 2-score game. And I think the Bills start with the ball. I guess that's fine. Good goal line defense, though. Only way Seattle makes it is if Geno becomes a top 5 quarterback, which ain't happening. I mean, he won't. But, like, other than other than San Fran, the Eagles, and Dallas, who really has a shot in the NFC? Chargers make it. I can get behind that, but the problem is they are the Chargers. They will find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. You guys are underrating Jacksonville. I'm not convinced Jacksonville's all that good. I think Jacksonville's going to win their division just because their division's not good. Who will meet this OFL season? Well, obviously I have to pick my own team. And then out of the Bills and the Texans, just flip a coin. I'd be surprised if any other team makes it, but it is Madden. I would not rule it out. In the NFC, I can't really pick against Dallas. We have to have one kind of surprise in there. I'll go with the Dreadnoughts. I like the Dreadnoughts. Jalen Hurts looks awesome. So I'll say Bengals in coin flip, and then Dallas in the Dreads. Jacksonville only really added Ridley. Yeah, they did have a quiet offseason because they spent all their money in 2022. The Commies could be a team who makes a conference championship in real life, or not in real life, in the OFL, not in real life. But they're strong here. Ridley is very good. He is quite good, but how much impact is their rookie class going to make? I mean, Anton Harrison's going to have to play because Jawan Taylor's gone and Cam Robinson is suspended. They got who did they get after that? Brenton Strange, Tank Bigsby. I'm not really sure how much those guys are going to make an impact. I would assume they're going to play quite a bit. But their rookie class was uneventful. Their free agency, they didn't really get better. Adding Calvin Ridley's cool. Who's going to get the number 1 pick? Me. The Golden Eagles are going to go 1-16, and I'm going to get the number 1 pick. Daniel Godley, you are a Cincinnati Bengal. Can I DM you? You can do anything you want. More just Trevor and ETN taking the next step. That very well is possible, too. Trevor Lawrence should take the next step. I think Travis Etienne's better than people think he is. Secondary should be strong. They did lose Shaq Griffin. But Tyson Campbell's got another year under his belt. Andre Cisco breakout. They got some other young guys who are not coming off the top of my head. Can I put you on to a girl? No, because she's probably a child. Who did you trade your pick to? I used it to get Patrick Surtain from the Chargers. So your pick now belongs to the Chargers. Trayvon Walker. I was more so saying the secondary, but yeah. Trayvon Walker and Devin Lloyd should be able to take the next step. Josh Allen's really good. Folu Fadukazi, Foye Oloakun, they're good players. I have friends in high places. How high? Like on the clouds high? Trevor Lawrence is looking to back up like 20 yards, and he connects with Devontae Smith, and they'll call it a touchdown. It is now a 3-score game. So that means it is Simcast time. This is stupid. What's stupid? The Eagles will kick 3. They had it in the red zone. The Bills stop them. Buffalo immediately gets a touchdown. Eagles with a touchdown. Eagles get the ball back. Eagles do nothing. Okay, yeah, this is over. It is hecked over. The Bills dominate the Eagles 34-13. Buffalo is 3-1. They've rebounded very nicely off of their Week 1 loss, while the Golden Eagles are 1-3. Back-to-back years in the playoffs for Mexico, and, well, we might not have a third year for them. The Chargers, who got my player from the Orbits and then traded it to the Eagles, then got my pick, and the Eagles traded the pick to the Bengals, and the pick went to the Chargers. It's a beautiful circle of life. Kind of already did that when you traded Myles Garrett for B.J. Ojulari. I don't think I would have made that trade if I was Hector, but, I mean, I'm not complaining at all. Good win for the Bills, nonetheless. Trevor Lawrence played very well. After his Week 1 game, he's looking a lot better. Hector was... I mean, he wasn't horrible. He wasn't that bad. He was fine. Run game was kind of weak. Jamar Chase was really good. Nice amount of yards for Brock Bowers. A number of guys for the Bills getting to the backfield, and of course Trayvon Diggs with another interception. He had how many in Week 1? I think 3? Was it 3 or 4? I think it was 3. Simcast, Texans, and Patriots. Thank you for reminding me. I would have forgotten. We'll use the home team. I don't think it really matters for simcasting unless we were to hop in. Yeah, we'll ask Siri for a user. Why not? Siri, give me a number between 12 and 13. Shout out Carl Malone.
It is 13.
13. I think the Patriots are home. They are home. No, wow, even with the period, that's when you know he's serious. All right, we'll see which AFC team will be the first to 4-0. I don't even have Vita Vea. I was going to say, I don't remember them having that. I feel like Vita Vea is in, like, Washington. Washington or New England? Wow, speaking of New England, they are destroying the Texans. Houston's kind of back in it. Okay, we can slow down a little bit. Okay, we should probably hop in. Checking in from the Five Guys bathroom. I don't know if you saw, but you won in week 3, so you're now 3-0. Joe Burrow is in fact him. Vita's on the Patriots. I knew he was on one of those teams. Yeah, I think I'm looking at Vita Vea right now. Yeah, that's definitely Vita Vea. 50 with the hair. Lamar, look at those numbers. Yikes. Those are not very good. He is not having himself a day against New England. But he can change that with a touchdown. He's looking good on this drive, I guess. Spam A. Just launch it up the middle for the tight end. Oh my God! What a catch by Kittle! He just, like, Odell'd it. The problem is he only gained 2 yards, but that was still one hell of a catch. Lamar got semi-exposed. Lamar played really well against the Nighthawks after the first quarter. What are you talking about? He had one bad quarter. Lamar dancing around, and he will throw it away. Field goal does nothing, and the Texans only have one timeout. But he is in the zone. He is in Lamar. And they will get the first down. Gonna have to probably use the timeout, though. And now they're out. So they can't really throw it into the field of play. Don't go short to Sean Tucker. What are you doing, doofus? They might have enough time for one more play. I don't think he will. Nope. There's nothing like some good old EA Sports clock management. It never gets old. Never. Before we go any further, though. Goddamn. He didn't even catch that with one hand. He caught it with, like... He didn't use his thumb. He finger caught it. That is ridiculous. Yeah, he held his thumb out the whole time. He caught it with his 4 fingers. That's crazy. But overall, Lamar was not great. Josh Allen was honestly not great either. At least Sean Tucker played well. Can't complain about that. Rashawn Gary of a light 4 sacks. Regular day in the office for him. And so it is sim time. That's the wrong button. Vita Vea wants 17 a year. As he should. The Raiders lose to the Steamers. The Steamers beat the Raiders 24-21. So Memphis gets their first win of the year. Both teams are 1-3. Stetson Bennett and Tua played very well. Why did we simcast? I guess because Denmark wanted to. Maybe for the future we should have all parties consent to a future simcast. So I don't have to. I won't be like Big Ben. 3.5 sacks from Micah Parsons. That's a lot. Really, Sanfran? You had one job, Sanfran. You had one job. Wait, do I still have the Niners pick? Actually, I do. Okay. I guess I'm not too upset anymore that the Rams lost. Could both of these teams have lost? Brian Neal, the rookie. Hello. Not too bad. The Ravens finally win. They beat the Broncos 20-6. Octi is everyone's pick. I only have 4 picks now. I have the Rams. I think I have OKC. I have the Eagles. And I'm pretty sure the last one is San Fran. I think. I traded the Dallas pick to Hector. And then I traded London, San Antonio, and I think Seattle for Surtain, right? London, Seattle, San Antonio, yeah. Wait, no, I don't. Why do I keep thinking I have the Niner pick? I don't have the Niner pick. I keep forgetting. Oh well, I'll find out which pick I have in a sec. The Lions beat Seattle. Big win for them. Wow. So the Seahawks are no longer undefeated. The Snowhawks win again. They beat the Steelers. Our division sucks so much balls. Although I guess the Ravens and the Steamers did win this week, but still. Not good. Steamers won. Steelers lost. Texans lost. Titans are 4-0. They beat the Chargers. Kevin Chacho was solid again. Justin Herbert has had the worst start for a 4-0 team ever. He has not played all that well, but his team is 4-0, so who cares? Could the Titans be legit? They've got themselves a squad. The Vikings beat the Monarchs 28-26. The undefeated reign of terror for London is over, although Bo Nix was... Actually, I guess both quarterbacks were not very good. All right, we're next. Undefeated still? Yes, 35-14. Good win. Good stuff. Matt Corral? Good. Isaiah Thomas was not as good. Why is Draymond Jones playing? He might have rotated in or something, or maybe there was an injury. I don't know. Joe Mixon had his best game of the year by far, while Cookie Carlisle had 1.4 yards a carry. J-Mo had himself a day. Devontae played well. The rookie's been quiet, though. Deshaun Groves hasn't been very impressive yet. But I'm not going to worry about it. It's 4 games. Only 1 sack. Josh Allen had a sack and a pick. He might win Player of the Week. Colts are 0-4. They lose to OKC. So the Nighthawks get back on track. They win both games today. Deshaun Watson with a perfect passer rating. That's probably Player of the Week-esque. Two sacks for Ed Oliver. The Commanders are 3-1. They beat the Panthers. Mac Jones and Bailey Gabriel were both, I guess, accurate, if nothing else. The Cougars lose to the Eagles 35-41. In overtime, a lot of points. Steven Universe and Bryce Young were both very good. Josh Jacobs and CMC were also very good, as was Amon-Ra St. Brown and A.J. Reed. Greg Rousseau as well with 2 sacks. The Jets win their first game of the year. They beat... Yeah, I cannot speak. They beat the Desperados. Drake May was pretty good. Kyler Murray was... Breece Hall played well. Mecole Hardman played well. The Dreads are 4-0. The Jalen Hurts MVP tour appears to be continuing. Yes, it does. He's not bad. Desmond Ridder, on the other hand, was bad in both games today. Dalvin Cook was cooking, despite losing. Did we skip this game? I must have accidentally skipped it, but Interesting. Very interesting. So, are the Explorers good? They might be good. Okay, did not have this game on my bingo card, put it that way. Bryce Vaughn, the rookie, 2.5 sacks. Wow. And the defending champs have lost their first game of the year. Who did we use? We were on New England, weren't we? All right, that's everyone. The Cougars, I think the Cougars are like 1-3. Yeah, players of the week. Who we got? Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, Dre Greenlaw, and Rashawn Gary. All very well deserved. I would say Josh Allen got snubbed, but realistically, he did not. So a lot of undefeated teams lost. We are down to 4. The Patriots, the Dreadnoughts, the Bengals, and the Titans. All 4 of these teams have very high point differentials. So clearly none of these teams are fluky. I mean, I guess we kind of knew all these teams were pretty good. So, I mean, it's not a surprise. As for the winless teams, only 2. The Broncos and the Colts, who both have very low point differentials. So, again, probably not fluky. They just are not good. AFC North, this should be a very easy division for the Bengals because the other 3 teams do not look very good. Titans and Texans, looks like it'll be a fun battle in the South. New England and the Bills, probably going to be these 2 at the top of the East again. And the Snowhawks, of all teams, lead the West. The NFC North has gotten off to a surprisingly good start. The Monarchs and Explorers are both 3-1. The Dreadnoughts appear to be in clear control of the NFC South. They should probably win this division pretty easily. Dallas, the Eagles, and Washington, all 3-1 in the NFC East. This will be a very fun division race to monitor. Certainly want to watch some games with these 3 teams. And I think the Cougars are good enough to get back in it. And then in the West, Seattle has the slight edge over the Rams and the Nighthawks. The Dreadnoughts have 157 points. That's a lot. I assume it's first. Seattle's not far behind, though. Who is the least? Denver. They have 50. Titans have the least points allowed. Most is the Jets. All right, we'll take a look at injuries along with the schedule for the next 2 weeks. What new injuries do we have today? Andre Sisco, that feels kind of new. Trey White, I think, is that new? He's only out for 1 week, so it doesn't really matter. It's like nothing new. Wow. JOK, dislocated ankle. I think that's new. Randy Gregory, torn rotator cuff, out for the year. That's new. Levante David, dislocated ankle. That's new. And that's it. Not many injuries. Fun. All right, let's take a look at the schedule now for weeks 5 and 6. This game is not terrible. I'm kind of intrigued by the Explorers now. I wouldn't mind watching them. That's not bad. That's not horrible. I'd definitely like to see the Dreadnoughts soon. I want to see how good Jalen Hurts is and watched. This might not be the worst. Ooh. But this is good too. Although we have seen the Bills twice. But week 6. That's not terrible. This is certainly not terrible. This could be interesting. Are the Snowhawks any good? That might not be bad. Wouldn't mind seeing if the Monarchs are anything special. That's not a bad game. That's not bad. This could be interesting. The Danny and Frank rivalry. So I think that about covers it. Schedule, players of the week, standings, injury. I think that is everything. So that'll wrap up the stream. Where's my... There it is. Next stream, I think I'm planning for Friday. I think that this Friday, obviously. I think that's the plan as of now. I'll let you guys know if that changes. And, yeah, that's it. Peace.